Hey everyone, welcome back to Sasser House. In today's video, we are working on our back porch remodel. This is a project that we have wanted to do for so long here on our channel, and we have finally gotten to it. If you guys missed the first video in this series, we have already done so much work on this back porch and it's been a major transformation, so check that video out. So far we have done some landscaping, we did some raised beds, we did some lattice work, and we painted the porch brown. But in today's video we are focused on this really cool checkerboard pattern that we did on the porch, and this absolutely took this porch to the next level. It made it so unique and it is a statement for everyone who comes on our back porch, and we're going to show you guys exactly how we did it. The first step of this project was to remove everything off of the porch and give the porch a nice good cleaning with the water hose. After that dried, it was time for paint. I ended up renting a paint sprayer for this because our porch is pretty large, but you could totally just use a roller and a brush depending on the size of your porch. After doing 2 coats of paint, the brown porch was looking good and we're on to step number 2. Okay, so the porch is painted in this brown color and it is so much better than that red it used to be. But I've looked at it for a couple days and I'm like, I think it's missing something. I think that this could be cooler. And so I'm gonna try something crazy. I'm gonna actually try to paint a checkerboard pattern on the floor of the porch, which this is out of the box for me. I know that other people have done this before, but this is either gonna go really well and look good, or it could be a disaster and I might end up painting it all back the brown color. So we will see. But I got another gallon of porch paint in the color Nice Cream. So some of the checkers are gonna be nice cream and then some of them are gonna stay that khaki brown. So we'll see what this looks like. I'm gonna start with some blue painter's tape and tape off some straight lines both directions and kind of form my checkerboard pattern. And then we will go through and paint some of those in the cream color and we're gonna see what this looks like. Okay, now that we've got all of our porch floor taped off, I did a checkerboard pattern and I went ahead and put little pieces of blue tape on all of the squares that I'm gonna leave the brown color. That way I wouldn't get confused and I can just go right ahead and paint the rest the cream color. Hopefully this will look good. I got the lines as straight as I could, but it was a little bit harder than I thought. I was using a measuring tape, but honestly I'm not sure how square the porch is. But it looks pretty good, good and straight. And so now I'm just gonna take that nice cream as our creamy white color and a paintbrush, and I'm gonna go through and paint every other square in the cream color. All right, so it's not taking too long to paint this porch, but I will have to do 2 coats because I can kind of see through the white paint as it's drying, see that brown paint underneath. But that's okay. So my process for painting these by hand is first I'm going through and brushing in all of the cracks between each board, because I still have some red paint in those cracks and then of course some of the new brown paint. So I'm brushing down in each of the cracks in the squares that are going to be white, and then I will go back and paint the flat surfaces in white. I may not have to go down in the cracks on the second coat, hopefully. So if I do this once, on the second coat I can just brush the flat surfaces, which go even faster. Okay, I just got done painting the second coat on the cream squares. And while I was painting the second coat, I realized that I made a huge mistake. And you guys probably saw it or noticed it already. But the way that I taped these squares with the blue tape, the cream squares are not actually going to touch like corner to corner. And so I'm not exactly sure how I was supposed to do it, but I know that I did that wrong. And so I'm gonna go ahead and tear up all of the tape, and then I don't think it's gonna look right the way that I did it. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. That might be a project for tomorrow. I'm running out of daylight. So I'm gonna at least tear up the tape. We're gonna see what it looks like. But I think I'm gonna have to go back and either retape the lines or at least try to freehand and paint those white squares to where they actually touch like a true checkerboard. So we'll see. Let's see what it looks like. So it doesn't look horrible, but I was right and I taped it wrong, and so I think that I'm gonna have to do something to fix this. But honestly, after a long day of work, and I thought it was going so well, and then I peel the tape back and it's not what we wanted. Makes you feel a little defeated, but that's okay. That's what projects and DIY is all about. So I'm gonna call it a night, and then tomorrow we will come out here and get a game plan on how we're gonna fix these squares and make them all connect. I still think it's for the most part, it wasn't a waste of our time. Just gonna take a few more hours worth of work to get it exactly how we wanted it in the first place. So we'll figure it out tomorrow. It's all good. It doesn't look horrible. It still looks much better than that red, but we'll take care of it tomorrow. Okay, so it is the next morning, and Emily and I last night sent some pictures and videos to our family and friends. Emily was convinced that she liked it just the way that it was and that it didn't need bigger white squares or the squares to meet in the corners. I was not so convinced, but after seeing it in the daylight and hearing from all of our friends and family, I think we're gonna leave it just like this. And so I'm super happy with it. I think that it is so cool and unique, and it's so much better than just a plain brown painted deck or porch. And of course, it's much better than that red color that our porch used to be. Do you guys even remember what this porch looked like at the beginning of this video? I'm gonna go back and show you guys now. It was disgusting. It was so dirty. We had random furniture everywhere and it needed a good cleaning. That red paint is like a barn red. Emily hated it from the time that we moved in, and so I'm so glad that we ended up painting this, and I think that it's even better that we went ahead and did this kind of checkerboard abstract pattern. I think it's gonna look so good once we finish out this patio with some furniture, decor, and all of our other projects that we have coming really soon on this channel. But if you guys wanted to make it a true checkerboard pattern and the corners meet, there is another way that you can do that, but just I will give you that tip. Pay attention when you are taping your squares, because you will want to make sure you're taping exactly where the paint will meet up on each of the checkerboards. So if you like this look, you can do it exactly like we did in this video. But if not, make sure to take your time in the taping process so you get exactly the pattern that you're wanting to go for. We have a lot more steps in this back porch remodel. So thank you guys for watching this video, but if you guys are interested in seeing our next projects, how we're gonna continue to transform this porch remodel, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Leave us a comment down below what you guys think we need to do furniture-wise and decor-wise on this back porch, and we will see if we can make that happen. Thank you guys again for watching. We will see you guys on the next one.